questions are like puzzles. If the process of solving them is correct, the answers are readily available. Otherwise, there could be nothing more perplexing. Life is like a question bank that can render people into contemplation. In this light, let us look into some of the deep questions about life which are enlisted in this puzzle article. Some of these questions are of a general nature, while others can be asked during conversations. Judge a man by his questions rather than by his answers. Voltaire. Life has a strange way of dealing with problems in our lives. Most of the happenings in our lives, in fact all of them, are the result of how we think and act. Questions that arise when we are on crossroads of life have great importance and influence on our future. These are deep questions which allow us to expand the horizons of thinking and in turn, impact the future course of our lives. Fundamental questions about life and love. This article has divided the various questions about life in different segments, so as to treat them through unique viewpoints. Therefore, in the sections below, we shall look into the questions pertaining to life as a whole, love, which is one of the vital aspects of life, and finally there are some general questions which do not fail to churn our brains. Questions related to life. There are many angles through which one views his life. Some of the questions given below aim to present a new perspective and outlook. Here are some thought-provoking questions to be asked. What is the purpose/objective of our existence in this world? Which is the most beautiful thing in this world? What is the source of happiness in this world? Is self-development more important than social work? What is the inspiration/driving force behind great artworks? Do atheists believe in reincarnation? Does the attitude of being too idealistic hamper overall development of a person? Where does a person go after his or her death? How do you differentiate between ego and self-respect? What is the definition of happiness? If monkeys were our ancestors, why did human beings evolve and they didn't? If God created the world, what could be the reason for disparities and extremes in this world? Is the universe limited by a boundary? Where do we go/travel/transit after death? Is there anything like heaven/hell? Do you see yourself as a religious person? Do you believe in karmic theory? Love-related questions. The universal phenomenon of love is that it binds all the living beings of the world. But there are subtle questions about love that could be knocking your brain. Such deep questions are presented below that can help to some extent in discovering the true nature of love. What is the true definition of love? Why is the universal phenomenon of love discussed least in contexts other than that of couples? Love empowers a person to let go. So how does it become a universal binding force? What is the concept of first love? What are the requisites of a long-lasting relationship? Do you find it worth dying for a person you love? When was the last time you expressed your true feelings to someone? Questions you could ask someone. The deep questions about life and love can be asked to those whom you want to know more about. One is ready to answer such questions to people whom he/she trusts. There are, however, many questions that are not very personal and which speak about life in general. How often in your life do you resort to contemplation? Do you prefer money over power? Would you mind killing someone to save your own life? Can you recall any of the 10 happy moments in your life? Given a chance, which thing would you like to change from your past? Would you donate blood if a stranger with the same blood group as yours needs it urgently? Do you believe in miracles? Do you really miss your childhood days? What do you prefer for the sake of efficiency in 21st century, machines or human beings? The questions about life presented above may or may not matter to some people. Depending upon the outlook, attitude and perception about the world, different people would find different questions to be interesting. The important thing, however, is that these deep questions to ponder would help us to know more about ourselves.